Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. I want to talk to you about your sleep. How'd you sleep last night? That's one of those questions people ask you when they really care about you. How'd you sleep last night? That's the way I look at it. So, for me, I'm like Dr. Jekyll and Hyde between my sleep and not sleeping good. And the reason I'm making this video, my motivation, someone left a comment the other day, a non-truck driver, and she basically said, well, you know, I don't know why you're having such a hard time with losing weight. She basically said, throughout your travels, this is how she put it, throughout your travels, you should just eat like beef jerky and hard-boiled eggs. And I'm thinking, like, she's not wrong entirely, but I wanted to ask her back, like, do you sleep in your bed every night? Do you sleep in a nice, quiet neighborhood every night? Because my fellow truckers out there, they understand. We sleep in truck stops. We sleep in rest areas. We sleep on the roadside. We sleep at customers. We sleep wherever we can lay our head down, and it's not always good sleep. Last Monday, I was getting loaded, parked at a pork slaughterhouse, at a pig slaughterhouse. I was porked. Oh, come on. I was parked at the pork facility, and I was there for about 12 hours getting loaded and tried to sleep as much as I could. But the old freight train came through about every 2 hours and just proceeded to wake me up. Again, I say Dr. Jekyll and Hyde with this sleep. When I sleep good, I make good decisions. I get up in the morning, I typically don't eat breakfast. I skip breakfast, which for me, I consider that a good idea, skipping breakfast. To me, it's not the most important meal of the day. It's a way to, I typically, if I can sleep good and then I can wait till noon, typically that's about a 16-hour fast for me if I can make it till noon. And intermittent fasting is a huge tool for the diabetic that wants to lose weight and get their blood sugar right. So that's typically what I try to do. But I know if I don't get good sleep, there about 11 o'clock, I'm going to start craving sugar. And with a trucking channel called Trucking with Diabetes, we all know I should not be having sugar. But I crave it because I need the energy. Oh, I fall behind on the energy if I don't get sleep. So that's why I've been trying to do better with the sleep. Now, I got a giant bottle of caffeine pills up here somewhere. I'll show them to you. There they are. There they are. I try to take one of these, maybe two of these. If I didn't get good sleep, I'll take these instead of trying to go for the sugar. I at least know myself well enough that I know if I take one of these, it'll give me a little boost of energy and I won't be craving that sugar as much. It's, been trying to stay away from the bubbly drinks, so those caffeine pills are helping me out a little bit there. But, just getting better sleep. And, I made this channel not to preach. I'm just trying to bring you my experiences. And honestly, having this community is helping me stay on track better. Because, when I make these videos, I don't want to be 100% hypocrite, So, it's more about my experience, bringing that to you than preaching. But I can tell you, here's been my experience here lately. I got the Fitbit watch. I got the Fitbit Versa 2. About $130 at Best Buy, Amazon. They're about $130 these days. They've really come down in price since they were new. And my old watch didn't monitor my sleep as well as this one does. And this is what's motivated me to do better. Because I really like how this talks about your sleep and their app and everything. And this can, if you have a certain, setting on there, it can tell you your blood oxygen saturation. And it shows me every time I wake up during the night. It shows me when I'm in deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep. It shows me all of that. So I really have made a conscious effort to try to get 7.5 hours of sleep every night. That's really hard as a truck driver. It really is, you know. So in my efforts to try to get better sleep, which, you know, as we know, ain't always easy for a trucker, but my conscious things I've been doing is, number one, the caffeine. You know, stopping the caffeine, you know, because I typically know what time I'm going to be shutting down by the middle of the day. You know, I kind of got an idea of where I've made it and how much more I've got to drive and what I've got left to do for the day. So I try to cut the caffeine off, you know, 4 or 5 hours before to be able to go to sleep more. I have tried to make my bed situation better, as far as I went and got me a new pillow. You know, I traded out some of my, you know, cover. You know, it's winter time now, so I put my comforter back in here. And, you know, I traded out a couple blankets that, you know, I really didn't like, but I've just been tolerating them. So, did a little stuff like that to try to make it better. So, a couple things that I've done that have really helped me is, on YouTube, there's like sleep sounds and sleep meditations and things like that, like rain on a rooftop, or, you know, the sounds of the ocean waves or whatnot. I put one of those on, and it kind of helps. It really does. There's some sleep hypnosis videos on YouTube that are pretty good, that help you fall asleep. Now, my truck has front curtains and a middle curtain here, and it closes up really good. But in case it doesn't, I actually bought this a long time ago, but, you know, one of those eye cover things, you know. I mean, I got to be honest with you, if I'm sleeping during the day, I still use this thing. You know, like, I'm going to get good sleep. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to get good sleep. Another thing, if I'm sleeping at a certain type of busy truck stop, another little thing I like, earplugs. I can make 2 of these last about a week, and then I throw them away. You know, just I don't want to be super gross, you know. So about a week I throw them away. But yeah, you can get these at most truck stops, you know, for a couple bucks. You know, I learned that little trick when I was doing LTL line haul, you know, sleeping during the day at these hotels. Some of the cleaning people at the hotels can be super loud. And it's kind of that way at some of these truck stops. Even sometimes at night, if it's a super busy truck stop, I'll still wear my earplugs. Now, I've got pretty used to them, so I don't mind wearing them almost every night now. Just so the little, you know, like ordinary things going. Now, I pull a refrigerated trailer, so that trailer's on and off most nights. You know, some nights it runs continuous, but most nights it's on, it's off. So, you know, that, I think once you get used to sleeping like that, because that doesn't even wake me up anymore. You know, I've got to the point where I can sleep right through it. It's not even a thing. So, the things that wake me up are when someone pulls in beside me and pops the air brakes. That gets my attention a lot of times. Or if someone's got a dog in the truck and the dog just barks and barks and barks and barks. These really help with stuff like that, you know. I don't even hear it. I don't even wake up. The quick sounds, that blurs a lot of them out. Now, you know, I had a guy pull in beside me the other day and start beating on something with metal with a hammer. There ain't much that's going to help that. You know, that's gonna wake you up. You know, you'd have to be a real heavy sleeper for a guy to be beating on something with a sledgehammer right next to your truck and not wake you up. But that's just it. You know, we're trying to just be healthier, and I challenge you, monitor your sleep, even if you don't have a smartwatch. And I would really tell you, for $130, I'll put a link in the description if you want to order one off of Amazon. But for $130, one of these things is unbelievably worth the $130 for your health. You know, I didn't realize how few steps I was taking in a day till I got one of these smartwatches, and then I was like, wow, I am really taking not enough steps. You know, like, for the amount of, you know, food and stuff I'm eating, I'm not moving. Like, I don't need this much food, you know. So it really helped me judge that. A problem I had with the AmazeFit versus the Versa 2 is The Versa 2 still is counting a lot of my driving as walking, but you can edit it with the Versa 2. So all I do is I take my electronic logbook and I look at the sections I log, and Fitbit makes it real easy. I can just go in there and say, at 2 o'clock I drove, and they even got driving as one of the activities. I was driving for 3 hours from 2 o'clock, and it edits it right in for me. Takes away those steps, makes it driving. It's really convenient. It's really nice. But I challenge just for a month. Track your sleep. Just get you a little yellow legal pad and be like, on the 13th, and try to remember like what time you went to bed and what time you got up. But just keep track of it. Just write down, I got up at 6 o'clock. So put like the 13th, went to bed at 9, got up at 6. Just keep track of it for a month and see what it is, because I really like this thing, tracking it, because a lot of days, like I'll go to bed at 7 p.m. and then I got to be up at midnight to go make a delivery, and then I'll be back to bed at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and then, so it's like I can see how disrupted my time is by trucking. So there's not much I can do about that, but the nights where it's my thing. Like some nights I'll sit here and I'll watch YouTube or I'll watch a movie, and I'm like, I should have just went to bed. The next morning I'll look and I'll be like, I only slept for 5.5 hours. God, I should have went to bed instead of watching that 2-hour movie. And so learning things like that's making it better. I am getting better at it because I'm conscious of it. That's why I say track it for a month. Just see how many hours you're actually sleeping a night for a week. Just see what it is for a week, and see if you can tweak it a little bit. And I recommend these things. You can probably, I think I got this at Walmart. They're in the travel section. I think I gave $1 or $2 for that a long time ago. It comes in a little bag. It's got a little bag to put it in. And these things, you can buy these immediately at the truck stop. Almost every truck stop you go in's got some earplugs for $2 or $3, $4. Just try to get better sleep. See what a difference it makes to you. It's made a huge difference for me. I brought my average night of sleep up from 6 to almost 7 hours in the past month. And, because they give me like a weekly breakdown of it. And yeah, my week is almost up by an hour a night, which is huge. It's really helping me stay on track with the diet and the eating right. So, I don't know. I think it's working, but I thought I'd share that with everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. And I'll put links to this stuff down in the description if you'd like to click on any of those links to buy any of this stuff. And until later, stay healthy. Bye.